So my name is Amanda, and I fucking love stationery. I moved to Japan earlier this year, and I did have to massively downsize for the move, which meant selling about 98% of all of my stationery goods. Good news for me, and this video, is that there is a massive stationery event in Japan called Bungu Joshi, and it was the perfect place to kind of aid in my quest in rebuilding my stationery collection. Bungu Joshi is a stationery themed expo that started in 2017, and it now attracts over 600,000 attendees. Expo is typically about 4 days long, and the attendance for a single day is usually about 1,000 yen entry. If you do want to go, best practice is buying your ticket ahead of time because they do limit how many tickets are sold, and they put them into like different days and time blocks for the tickets. The event features over 150 stationery shops, so there's a ton of different stationery items and also a huge variety of different art styles. I think when people think of stationery, they just kind of think of stickers and washi tape, and they definitely had those at the event, but there was also really cool stuff there like inks and towels, and boxes, wax seal stamps, bags, keychains, probably a bunch of other really cool stuff that I'm forgetting about. It was just really cool to like walk around and explore the different booths to see what they had. The event has this really unique way of shopping where you're just given a big like shopping bag on entry, and you just grab whatever you'd like to buy, and then at the end you just purchase everything in your bag when you like check out to leave. And we'll say, as somebody who attended a lot of anime conventions and shopped at them for many years, it's really nice because you don't have to talk to the shop owner if you don't want to, or wait until they're available to take your money. You just kind of get to put whatever you want in your bag and then move on to the next booth. On the other hand, this is definitely a little dangerous for your wallet because it's pretty hard to kind of keep track of how much money you're actually spending. Some other really cool things that I loved included a lot of event exclusive items. There were custom designs featured by a lot of sellers, like the really popular journal brand Roll-On, and you could only get them at Bungu Joshi. And then the event itself had this sort of like summer/city pop theme for all of the stuff directly made for the event, which is an aesthetic I really love. So the actual like Bungu Joshi booth had a lot of really cute stuff that I wound up picking up. And one of my favorite things to do there was I went ahead and tried out the washi tape lottery that they did, and I got 2 stationery themed washi tapes, which are really cute. I was also really excited because the event featured one of my favorite things to do, which is stamp collecting. The Rainbowholic booth, they had a bunch of super cute stamps that you could collect all through their booth, and if you found them all, they would stamp your card with the elusive really big stamp. Apparently there was also a stamp rally for the event where you could buy a passport and you could get it stamped at various booths around the show floor. I didn't go for it this time, but I think it might be a really fun thing to do the next time I go to one of these events. Also, speaking of stamps, and by extension, stamps from train stations, I did want to take a quick break just to talk about this event being really great, obviously for all the reasons that I've been talking about, but also because it meant I got to ride the Yurikamome line. The event is over in Ariake, near Odaiba, which means one of the only ways you can get over there is to take what is undeniably the most scenic train ride in Tokyo. You get to take a loop over Tokyo Bay, you can spot Tokyo Tower in the distance, and you even get to see like the massive Gundam on Odaiba. So yeah, just a shout out that if you're in Tokyo, take the Yurikamome line because it's super cool. So overall, I think we were at the event for maybe about 6 hours. I did have a really great time just hanging out and shopping with some old and new friends. Largely just, it's something I haven't got to do since we moved to Japan, so that was a lot of fun. But after over 6 hours of sweating on concrete, we decided to call it a day. Headed over to checkout, which was very efficient. I was super impressed watching the cashier scan and organize what was honestly a silly amount of items that I purchased. Seriously, check out my CVS size receipt here. We made a reservation at a place I'd found on Tabelog, which turned out to be in this super cool underground Showa era street packed with all these tiny cool little restaurants. For dinner, we ate many things on sticks, drank some drinks, and we all unanimously agreed that the tandoori chicken yakitori was easily the best thing out of everything we sampled. This was a really fun event, and even though I was very sweaty and tired by the end of it, I'm really glad I went. If you're a stationery nerd and you're going to be in Japan this September, there will be a Bungu Joshi event happening in Osaka from September 10th to the 15th. Maybe if this video gets enough likes, I might see you there. So to close out, thought it would be really fun to show off my top 5 favorite items that I got at the event. My top 5 came down to this stationery box with some of my favorite colors, a restaurant review kit, which has these little cards where you can fill out your thoughts for a restaurant you visited, and it came in this nice little box to keep all the cards safe. Next up is this very cute Miyagi prefecture pin, which is extra cute because it's green, because Zunda is really popular here. And then I have this box of 4 animal washi tapes that I bought, which also came in this super cute chipmunk box because I bought 4 tapes in total from the booth. Last is this purple sepia ink that I got from Kobe Ink. It's not actually my favorite color out of all the inks I purchased, but it is train themed, and I love trains, so it gets extra bonus points for that. I also thought it would be fun to include my favorite free thing. A bunch of the booths actually give out freebies just for like giving them a follow on Instagram, and I got a lot of free stuff, and my favorite was this really cute little fruit envelope. So if you're going to be in Japan this September, go ahead and consider swinging by the Bungu Joshi event in Osaka. I'll put a link in the description, and I will see you next time.